So a few months back, Cenat's cameraman and longtime friend Chris was let go by Kai after he was caught texting a minor inappropriately. And recently, he released a 9-minute-long video explaining what actually happened from his point of view, claiming that most of the conversation he had with the girl was taken out of context, and from his point of view, he didn't do anything wrong. So I'll let you watch and determine for yourself if he actually deserved the criticism.
I know y'all probably wondering what took me so long to make this video. But reality is, like, when everything happened, it happened in a way where, like, it caught me by surprise to the point where, like, I literally was packing. I was setting up the U-Haul stream that day, and literally I get a text about it, because I don't even be on Twitter or none of that. Like, I get a text about it. I'm reading everything that's being said about me. I'm like, bro, what is going on right now? Like, I don't know how to feel, like, none of that, right? So I literally just get in my car and drive to the apartment I was staying at. And yeah, I literally just put myself into a ball and laid on the couch and just read everything that was being said about me. Watched the videos about everything. Like, I don't know, it was a very, very, very dark time for me, at least. I ain't know how to feel. I ain't know what to say. I ain't know anything. I don't know. It was personally scary. Like, one of the worst things that I've ever been through. But like I said, I'm here to just quickly state my side of everything, and I don't know, kind of help you guys understand what actually happened from my point of view. Because I don't know, I personally can't live with the fact that the world, the internet and the world, in a sense, thinks I'm this predator, and I'm not. Like, I'm not at all. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try to keep it as short and to simple as possible, straight to the point. As for the situation, at the time, I was 21 years old and she was 17 years old. And I understand why you guys were frustrated and upset that was even, like, a thing. But it took me a while to understand that, like, until I say my side, y'all won't understand what actually happened. So, yeah, basically, at this time, in 2021, I'm 21 years old, and she was 17. But at the time, I was a sophomore in college and she was a freshman. So these are things that, like, at first I didn't know, but over time, like, talking to her, I got to know, right? So it changed, like, my mindset about talking to her, if that makes sense. Like, she was in college, we were both in college, she was just a grade under me. I didn't see a problem with me talking to her, right? I graduated high school at 19 years old, right? So it's not like I was in college and I was struggling to freaking pass classes. No, like, I was following my course the way I was supposed to follow my course. So it was like, even the people around me in my classes were younger than me. Like, that's just how it was. Like, so I didn't see a problem with me talking to her because of the fact that she was in college. And obviously, came around to bite me in the ass. But I came to understand that, that happening isn't what defines me, but what I do after is. So I wanted to just simply explain to y'all that, like, that's literally the only reason I continue talking to her in the like at all was because of the fact that we were both in college. I was literally like, if I'm not mistaken, that semester is literally the semester that I dropped out of college. Like I was like, okay, there's no point of me being in college like at all. Like I'm signed up for these classes and I'm failing all of them. Like there's no point. It's time for me to get out. But it was like, I don't know, it was a lot going on in my life at that time. Like I had a lot of decisions to make, and I made a poor one for my career. Ended up, like I said, coming around to bite me in the ass. But that being said, as for Kai, I think you know that I didn't intend to try and hurt nobody, and that's never been my character. I've worked my ass off to get to where I was at, and I think that's what hurts the most, is the fact that I lost something that I put in the most work I've ever put in my life, for everything to just disappear over something that I was just too dumb and young to understand what was actually going on. But yeah, I don't know, it kind of hurt even more, because like that dynamic we have, you, me, and Bree, there's like a family, and I think we all know that. So there wasn't a place that I didn't go that I didn't like shine light on what we did together. It was just a great feeling of being able to do something great with people you actually care about. And I don't know, it hurt that was taken from me. And in a way, I gotta blame myself, because I took it from myself in a way too. But that being said, working for Kai only helped me learn new things and become a better person. I've done things that like I've never thought I'd be able to do. For example, 7 days in, that was all me, no questions but from anyone. That was all me. I made sure it happened. We had 4 days. We had 4 days to put 7 days in together with no plan of how it was gonna happen. But it happened perfectly. Probably one of the best productions we've had tech-wise ever. And I did it with no one's help. It was just me. So I don't know. And by just me, I don't wanna make it seem like I didn't have people helping me, but just me, as in Kai didn't have to ask no questions. Bree didn't have to ask no questions. No one had to ask no questions. And that's really how it was for a lot of things. No one had to ask any questions, because I just got things done. And when things went wrong, I always had a solution. Why? Because when things went wrong, I'd always figure out why it went wrong, and I always had backup for everything. Because it was just, that's what I love to do. That's literally what I love to do. That's what brought my happiness. And I feel like that's what kept me from talking for so long, is the fact that I was hurt. Like I was genuinely just hurt. But that being said, I just want to say thank you to those that took the time to like reach out and make sure I was okay. I know I haven't responded to anyone. I haven't talked to anyone. But I've seen messages, good and bad. And for those that have been good, I want to say thank you to those. Thank you for being thoughtful and understanding that a mistake doesn't define someone. And yeah, that being said, I will leave all my work contacts below. Anyone that needs help, stream setups, streaming, IRL streaming, whatever it may be, feel free to contact me below, and yeah, we can work, we can figure something out. But yeah, I'm tired of keeping my head down. Like, I've always been somebody that like is just ready to work, so I'm ready to work. And yeah, I'm tired of holding my head down.
So after watching the video, I scrolled through the comments and realized that most people just think he's coming out to say this now only because of all the opportunities he's missed, especially during Kai's Mafiathon. And while I somewhat agree with most of the internet that he did mess up by talking to a minor, I do believe that people shouldn't be totally defined by one mistake they made in their lives. We've literally all fucked up a couple of times in our lives, so there's no reason for us to hold it against him forever. In my opinion, he should be given another chance, but that's just me. Don't know what y'all think about this, but make sure to drop a comment down and like the video. Also subscribe if you're into streamer news, and I'll see y'all on the next one.